Here's to the last addition to my next year's lineup. Fingers crossed. We're in mid-October, and I feel like last month and a half I spent figuring out my next year's planner lineup. And here is the last one. Hopefully, you know, if you know, you know, last planner to complete this lineup. I've ordered it, I believe, in summer, and it just arrived, so I wanted to share it with you. And what is it? It is... Dun, ta, da. A6 Common Planner from Sterling Ink. Look how precious it is. A6 notebooks are so cute. I feel like they have this perfect size of having enough room but also being very portable. So Sterling Ink released Common Planner last year and then this year, and we all really gone crazy about it because it was such a great idea. In fact, I actually own a B6 version of this planner. And here it is. As you can see, yes, definitely twice as big as the one that we're gonna review in a minute. And I keep it here in this Moterm B6 cover, and it fits it perfectly. And you might have seen it in my previous videos. Currently, I use it as my tarot journal. Initially, I was planning to use it for my business planner, but then I decided to use it as my tarot journal. This particular one is undated, and so I can start or stop it whenever I feel like, which I love. And so what I've been doing is I've been pulling a card and kind of writing down what the card is in the weeklies, and then in the dailies I was looking into card a little bit more and then kind of thinking of what it meant to me, and decorating it very minimally with some stickers and just different color and a gel cleaners. But still, it is quite sizable. I love that about it. It has a lot of room to write, but also I was looking for something like that I can take it with me on the go. So for home, I have this one in this cover where I can put these pens in here. As you can see, I got a perfectly matching 1P here. It's like they were made for each other, and then there's an gel cleaner in the opposite color. But we are here to open this one up, so let's do that. As always, it comes in this really beautiful box. The one that I just showed you also came packaged very similarly with the box that had like this wraparound thread enclosures. This one looks like a box that is closed with a sticker. Let me see. Oh no, it is a tab. Okay, sorry, I think I just tore it up a little bit. And there it is. I'm sure it is no surprise to any of you that I got myself this powder blue color because I love all things blue, mint, beachy colors. As you can see, all my things here are blue. And when I saw that it was offered in this powder blue, you might see it as gray on your screen, but it is like very soft grayish blue, which I love. And so when I saw that she was offering it in A6 and also in blue, I was like, that's the one that I'm getting. So let me take the packaging off so we can look inside. So here it is. So unlike the one I just showed you, this one is dated. I knew that going in. The one I just showed you, I got it undated because I was kind of late to the party, and I figured, you know what, I really want to have it, and I'm cool that it's not dated because then I can start and stop whenever I want it. But for this upcoming year, I decided that I wanted one in a dated version, so I didn't have to write everything in, and it will be all ready to go for me. So here it is. I got one with white edge. I don't care for the gilded edge. To me, it's too shiny. I like this one, very, you know, calm looking. So on the front you have 2024. It has words Common Planner on it. And this one also has Common Planner on the back and designed by Sterling Ink. And you have 2024 and A6 size on it, so then you know which one it is. And of course, A6 size is so perfect because there are other planners that exist in A6, so if you've been using them, then you'll be able to have all of them sitting on the same shelf side by side, you know, over the years, because A6 is such a standard size. So let's open it. So it is just white, like this light cream white inside, so you can decorate it here with whatever you want. And then you have 2024 A6 full year common planner. So that's one thing, if you've never seen common planners from Sterling Ink, this little book has a full year. There are also versions that she has which are basically avec, where you have 6 months and 6 months, but I wanted to have a full year in here. And the beauty of this little notebook that it does fit a whole year in here. So as I mentioned, it says here A6 full year common planner. And as you imagine, to be able to fit a whole year in here, you need to have a very thin paper, otherwise this notebook would have been like this wide. So this one uses Tomoe River paper. It uses the new one, which is I believe called Sanzen. And right on the front here, you have your calendar for 2024 for your reference, and it is Monday start. And then you have a graph paper here inside for brainstorming, year overview, whatever you decide to use it here. You can use it for a dream board, vision board, you know, just put a bunch of images here or write in words, stickers, things like that. And the fact that it is all made out of graph paper is the thing that really attracted me to Common Planner when it came out originally, because I love graph paper and I feel it gives you a lot of structure. And the beauty of this planner is that even though it is graph paper, it's very light, so it's not overwhelming, it's not too commanding, but it gives you the structure. And on all of the pages, I don't know if you can tell, there is also a little dot right here, so then you can split this page in half and you don't have to figure out where the middle is. Next, you have your goal breakdown spread. So that's the spread that originally really attracted me to this specific planner, because you can write out your goals. In this specific size, you have enough room for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different goals, and they can be professional, creative, health, family, spirituality, whatever is that you want to pursue. And then it helps you break them down, because when we think of a goal is such a big thing that sometimes it's too overwhelming to follow. This one breaks it down. When it comes to this goal, you put someday, what you want to achieve someday, 1 year, half year, quarterly, monthly, weekly, and daily. And yes, maybe not all goals can be broken down necessarily in dailies or weeklies, but it gives you an idea. You can take this big goal, break it down into smaller pieces and write them all out. So then for yourself, you can see, oh, it's actually pretty achievable. I don't have to do a lot every day to achieve a lot in the long run. Then after that, you have your quarterly layouts. So for every quarter, you will have this page here where you have your priorities for the quarter, and then you have January, February, March, and then you have those same 3 months but in a vertical manner. And your weekends have these little circles that so you can see right away where your weekends land. And then you have one line per each day, and you can write here whatever you're tracking. For example, right, if you're working on your fitness, you can track your steps, for example, or your weight, or pages read or words written if you're a writer, things like that. And then you have that same spread for the rest of the quarters. And then once you're done with the quarters, then you have your monthlies. So as you can see how awesome this planner is, it has spreads for literally every section, every measurement of time, basically. So just as in the front here, you have your goal breakdown by quarter, by year, half year, quarter, monthly, and so on. You have the corresponding spreads to help you with that goal, right? So after quarterlies, as I mentioned, you go into monthlies. And these monthlies, just like the rest of the pages, have a graph paper behind them, which is amazing, at least to me. And on this particular planner, because it is dated, you have your dates in the upper corner here. I like how the font is dark enough to see, but also very gentle on your eyes. I really like that it's not black, it's more like darker gray. And then you have your days of the week. Again, this is Monday starting, and then you have your the number of the month and the name of it. So this one gives you extra spread before the year begins. So we're in December 1st, and then we go into January. And as you can see, all the spaces around the calendar are also graph paper, so you can make notes, you can put decorations here, you can do to-do lists, things like that. So to me, that's very valuable. And I like that the size of the calendar uses the space very smartly, so then you have plenty of room to write things in them while also being portable. So each of this month is 5 by 5, I'm sorry, actually 5 by 6 squares. So here are all the months. We go through the whole year, December, and then you have an extra one for January, which is really cool. So you can kind of, you know, start off on the following year and have some idea, or at least pre-plan in advance, so you see what events are coming up before you move into the next planner. And then right after that, we have all the weekly spreads. So weekly spreads do start with January. They are Monday start. So how awesome is this? It looks like 2024, the first lands right on Monday. To me, that's like, oh my god, what a perfect alignment. First day of the first month of the year lands on the first day of the week. At least for me, Monday, I see Monday as the first day of the week. And over here you have the number of the month, I believe. And then as you can see, they're gray, so then you will see them here. You can kind of tell where the month begins, so you can jump to it. And on the side here, there are timestamps. They are very faint, so they're there to guide you, but if you want to ignore them, you can. Like, they're not overpowering. And you have 6, 8, 10, 12, 2, and so on. So there are 2 hours each, but there is a space between them. So basically it's hour per line, and they go all the way to 12 o'clock at night, which I think is perfect. Because I don't know about you, but I'm a night owl, so I definitely start my day about 6, 7 o'clock, and it doesn't end until 12. So this is perfect to kind of a time block if you want to, or note any kind of appointments. You can also use it to plan out your day. You know, you can fill it in as much as you want to, as when it comes to, for example, time blocking, or you can just use to put important events. So you have this weekly view for every month, and all the weeklies are together. So you have January, there's February, March, and on they go. And then, so when one month meets another, like here, July goes into August, you have both of them here, which makes sense to me. And then after you are done with the weeklies for the year, they do end in December, or actually no, they do go into January just a little bit, just because that week happened to have a few days from January. And then you go into your dailies. So your dailies, and that was again the beauty of this planner and what attracted me to it, is they are not dated, they are not marked up, they are not denominated in any way, shape, or form. And that is beautiful, because when I had Hobonichi Techo A6, I loved it, but every day was marked out. So then when I didn't fill it in, I felt like I missed a day and I wasted the space, and I felt like, oh, a tiny bit of failure, if you may. This one doesn't have that. It's just a large number of pages that you can use whichever way you want. If you want to have 2 days on one page, you can. If you want to stretch your day to 2 pages, you can. If you want to skip a day, you will never notice it, because then you will start the following day just on the next page, and you will not feel like, oh, I have this empty page that has date on it that now is wasted. Your pages are for you, however you choose to use them. You also don't have to go on a daily here. You can just use it for notes. You can journal, you can plan, you can sketch. You can use these dailies or these free pages like a bullet journal, for example. And speaking of bullet journal, these pages are numbered. So this page is free, so you can use it as an index. There is no numbers here, and the number starts here. It's very faint, number 1. Again, it's there if you want to index, but then it's very small, so it doesn't obstruct you either. And they go all the way till the end. They are numbered to 369. So that tells you that you have 1 page per day at least for every day of the year. 2024 a leap year, so we have 366 days, and then you have a couple more pages for your notes. So if you think about it, if you tend to use maybe just half a page per day, this will last you for more than a year. Or you can have page on 2 days, and then it will last you 6 months or so. So however you want to work with this kind of a layout, but I think it's so smart because you are structured in the beginning here, so you can plan your things, like truly plan in a very structured way, break down your goals and write them out in a quarterly, monthly, weekly type of manner, right? So you're working on achieving that goal. But then when you get to these, basically dailies, you can have a full freedom of expressing yourself, planning, scratching, extending your days, shortening your days, skipping days, things like that. So it offers you structure and freedom all in the same planner, and I really love that about it. And of course, this size makes it so portable. I think it's super, super cute. So now, in case if you're wondering, we can do a tiny bit of comparison between this one, which is A6 and it is a dated one, and a B6 and undated. So when I got this one, I got it in the color that was offered at that time. There were two colors. There was, I believe, like a blush and black, and I got a black one because I love black color in addition to all my Vichy colors. So when I got it, because some people were concerned with the cover being really flexible, it was suggested to get clear cover on cover, which I did. Plus I figured having clear cover on cover would be awesome, because then I can put images in here, which I did this. I put this sweet note that my daughter wrote for me years ago. On the top of that, I thought that it would be really cool to have an outside cover with it, so then I can carry pens and stickers and notes and inspirational things like these. So I put some sterling ink stickers in here. They are so adorable. Here's the journal card that they provided together with this planner, and some other things from other planner providers. I have a notepad here from Create with Pen. I have some washi stickers in here if I want to use them. I also have some dots in here. So all of these things can be housed here and go along with this planner. And then inside the planner, I showed you a little bit, but it is very similar to the one that I showed you, as you have this empty page here where you can use it for you know, like a vision board and brainstorming. And this one actually I think had an extra spread, which I wrote kind of like my thoughts on upcoming year. Then that goal breakdown here, I used it to break down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goals. I left the 6th one alone, and just like it suggests, I broke it down between 1 year, half year, quarterly, monthly, and so on. I started it in middle of the year, so I was basically Q3. I wrote it out here. I filled out all the dates because this one is undated, and this is the rest of the quarters. They are untouched, which, as I mentioned, is a great thing that is undated, because I can start it next year if I want to. And I use these Midori tabs to delineate where my quarterly ends and my monthly begins. So here was my July. I decided to keep it very minimal with these washi stickers that are very thin, so it doesn't bulk up too much. And then I had the same tab here to mark where my weeklies were, and this is where I was doing my tarot daily card pulls. And then I did the same thing for where the daily start, and I put a tab here because this one is undated. I left it blank. I didn't write anything in it, but then on page 1 right here I started, and that time I started recording on September 3rd. And as I said, with a small one, because these are undated, you will see that I don't do it every day. September 6th here, but then September 9th, September 7th, I put the card but didn't read it out. So it lets me jump into it and jump out of it whenever I feel, without feeling like, oh my god, I have missed the day and now I have a blank spread. And just like that little one, it has a dot here to divide it this way, and has another dot to divide it this way. So you have markings here to divide it in 4 parts if you wanted to maximize the number of pages or how you use these pages. I decided to do day per page, and so if it ends up being kind of like empty on the bottom, I just put a sticker or a decorate, so I don't mind that it's not filled out completely. And I'm not trying to like watch myself either, so if I need to spread my day on 2 pages, then be it, because I know there will be days that I will miss. So in the end of it all, I will still have enough pages to fill out. And again, because it's undated, I'm pretty sure I will be in this journal probably for next 2 years, between missing the pages or using half pages and things like that. So this is how I have this larger size. Now what am I going to do with a smaller size? So since using this one in the outer cover, I realized that I didn't really need clear cover on cover, so I will not be getting one for this one. But I do want to have a cover to use with this notebook. I used to always use notebooks as they were, but then once I discovered planner covers, I was like, oh no, now every one of my notebooks needs to have a cover. Plus it's just fun. But the good thing is, because I did use A6 planner in the past, I already have a cover that I'm gonna use with this one, and that cover is this Hobonichi Minä Perhonen that I got last year. So my husband got it from me for this year, for 2023, to use with my Hobonichi A6, which is currently housed in here. But then I got really into Moleskine Pocket and I end up not using this one. Plus, as I mentioned, because it is dated, I kind of felt bad when I was missing days. And so when Sterling Ink decided to offer A6, I was like, I'm gonna get it and have just the cover to use with it. So let's see how it fits. By the way, don't you love how the pen color totally matches this notebook? See, I already knew, like, in the future. This sticker here is from Create with Pen. I think it's so cute. And this cover does have clear cover on cover because it's a fabric cover and I didn't want it to be ruined. It's a pretty pricey cover, but besides that, it's just really beautiful and I want to preserve it for the years to come. So I have some cards here, some stickers from Create with Pen as well. It's so cute. I have the little card about this cover, what is Minä Perhonen, and it comes with these really cute bookmarks. They're kind of chunky, so I don't use them because I feel like they make paper bulk up all weird. So as you can see, I used it for some time, but then I stopped, and I did also use the same tabs to delineate where I was, but I'm sorry, little planner, that you didn't get used. So let's take it out. So with this planner, I used it in the front and in the back. That's how I fit it into the cover. And I did use one previous year too, and I really loved it, but I just kind of got into a different planner this year. And I have also a pencil board. It's a clear one. I call it my invisible pencil board, which I will use with this as well. So we'll set this one aside. And now let's see how this planner fits into this cover. Now, one thing to remember about this planner, because it is designed differently than Hobonichi A6, it is slightly thicker. So I'm really hoping that it will fit into this cover, and because it is thicker, I'm not going to feed both of the cover pages into the front and the back of the planner. I'm only going to do the back one and hope that the front cover just going to hug it and going to fit. So let's see. Alright, so that fits. Obviously they're both A6, and also by not fitting in the back, I think it's really cute because I really like this color. It's so pretty and it fits so well with these bookmarks here. So I'm gonna leave it as is. So let's see if it closes. The ultimate test, 1 2 3. Yay, they do fit. So as you can see, it bows a little bit out, right? So it's not like the perfect fit because this planner is chunkier, but still I think it's okay. Now this is Tomoe River paper, so as I decorate it and write it, it will chunk up, so over time it might probably fight with this cover a little bit, but at least I will be able to use it in the beginning of the year, and the pen still fits and I can carry it like this and get use of this cover. That was another thing I was sad about. I was looking so much forward to using this cover, but then I didn't end up using this Hobonichi, and so it just sat on my shelf. And now with this one I will be able to use it and actually see it every day. How cute is this? Let me actually fix this up a little bit. That's one thing about the clear cover on covers. If you don't stick your stickers, if you don't tape them down, they will travel around. There we go, it ended up here, fine by me. And then also this clear board, I'm gonna put it in the back here, close it up, there we go, and feed the pen. So here it is. How cute is it? I'm so excited to be using it along with its bigger cousin or brother, I guess, I don't know. Another thing that I'm excited about using this planner is because it is Tomoe River paper, I'll be able to use my fountain pens in here. So I have this Petite, Pilot Petite in here. It is so adorable. It's very inexpensive. It exists in different colors and it writes surprisingly so well. When I originally got it, I was shocked how well it writes. Way better than some of my expensive pens. So that's Pilot Petite right here. Also, I got Platinum Preppy recently. I have it in 2 different colors and I've been loving this pen. I got it in fine, so it will fit perfectly in this 3.5mm grid that this notebook has. I think it is so cute, and it will fit here as well because it has the black design here. So I'll put in this black and cream vibe. So I think it's going to be really cute. And if I want to throw in a little bit of a color, I can also use this 1P pen. I think it's so cute, this Uni-ball. This one is in mint. I know maybe it's not beige, but I think mint and beige go really well, kind of like this beachy vibe, so I might use that one as well. It should be able to fit into this holder, as you can see. How cute is that? So here is my setup. As far as the sterling inks go for 2024, here is the bigger one. Here's the new A6. How adorable are they? So now, if you're considering getting this planner and you are concerned that this cover is a bit too tight, which I'm a little bit concerned too, I know that Moterm has A6 cover as well, and that A6 is called A6 Plus, and because it is plus, it's actually wider than, for example, this standard one would be, and it would fit this one just perfectly, because I also know that it fits Hibino, Midori Hibino, just perfectly as well, and Hibino is even thicker than this one. So if you want to get A6 common planner from sterling ink and you don't like how the Hobonichi A6 covers fitted, you can always get Midori A6 Plus cover and they will work together just perfectly. So here you have it, my sterling ink planners for 2024, especially this new edition A6 common planner dated, and I'm loving it. I think it is so cute. I'm looking forward using both of these along with my other planners. I will be uncovering my full lineup in a few weeks down the line, but until then, I really hope that you enjoyed my unboxing and setup video for this little planner here. And if you do like these kind of videos, please like, please subscribe. In the comments down below, let me know what you think about this size of common planner. Do you have the original one? Which size do you like the most? And what do you think about the cover choices here? And how about the pens? I'm looking forward to hearing from you, and I will see you in the next video. And until then, you take care.